Welcome to the Sunday Spotlight here at TwinSpires. I'm Vance Hanson alongside James Scully. And James, on Sunday at Ellis Park in Western Kentucky, we have a couple of TwinSpires sponsored juvenile races, the Ellis Park Juvenile for the males and the Ellis Park Debutante for the fillies, both over 7 furlongs and both preludes to next month's Iroquois and Pocahontas at Churchill Downs, which are the first point scoring opportunities for the 2020 Kentucky Derby and Kentucky Oaks. In the Ellis Park Juvenile, I kind of like a horse called Let Me Know, who is making a second lifetime start for trainer Ian Wilkes and jockey Calvin Burrell. Overcame a really bad start in his debut and won going away at Ellis Park in his maiden race. I think that was a very impressive performance, showing maturity in his debut. He sees a lot more speed in this particular race. And I also like the fact that he's by Twirling Candy, who's been a pretty hot sire of late, siring the likes of Concrete Rose and Collusion, who won the Best Pal at Del Mar most recently. So my bet in that race is $10 to win on Let Me Know. How do you see the juvenile?
Well, I definitely respect Let Me Know. Like Vance said, you don't see Ian Wilkes win too often with the first timer. He's very impressive. Won't be as far back, barring another bad start. You figure he'll sit a little closer, but he'll be rallying. There is some speed in there. I'm a little bit, the morning line favorite is Rowdy Yates for Steve Asmussen. I'm a little bit against him going 7 furlongs off a grueling effort. I wound up going From the Rail with Nighttime. He'll be making his second start. He exits a wire-to-wire win at Ellis Park for Dale Romans. And I'll just add, Ellis Park's juvenile races have really improved in recent years. The Kentucky Oaks winner exited the Ellis Park Debutante last summer, so Serengeti Empress. But like I said about Nighttime, dueled early in that race. I thought he drew off real sharply in the stretch to win by about 5 lengths. I think he'll keep moving forward off that race for Dale Romans. Romans can string together these races with these juvenile runners. I'm going to give him the edge in the Ellis Park Juvenile.
Well, as you alluded to in the Ellis Park Debutante, a race that produced last year's Oaks winner Serengeti Empress, we don't have a Serengeti Empress type filly in this field. It's a big field and it's pretty wide open on paper, I thought anyway. The filly I'm kind of looking for in that race is Green Destiny for trainer Steve Asmussen. Had a horrible trip in her debut. Was checked on the far turn against a pretty good field. She came back and dueled in the stretch and won her maiden very narrowly at Churchill. It wasn't the best race, wasn't the best timed race, but I think this particular filly has some upside to her. She's actually inbred to Kentucky Derby winner Super Saver. I did a little pedigree research. She's by Super Saver, and her third dam produced Super Saver.
Wow.
Supercharger. So Green Destiny is my pick. She might be a bit of an underlay considering the Steve Asmussen connection, but my $10 win bet's going on her. How about you?
I'm right there with Vance on this one. The Vance reference at first start did have a little bit of a rough trip, got checked. Wasn't going to win anyway, but could have hit the board to Frank's Rockette. Frank's Rockette was the most impressive 2-year-old filly I saw run during the Churchill Downs spring summer meet. She came back, ran a close second in the Adirondack last time, and Green Destiny improved off that race last time at Ellis with Tyler Bays aboard to gut out a narrow win, but I still like the way that she did it that day. I thought at the end she sort of wrested control a little bit, looked pretty good late going under the wire, and I'm just looking for a move forward off of that race. I'm anticipating a favorable trip on the front end in there, and I'm going to give her the edge. Better to win, Vance.
Very good. Well, we've got free pass performances for both juvenile races available at brisnet.com, and of course you can watch and wager on both races and all tracks around the country at TwinSpires.com. Until next week, good luck to everyone.